more customers want to know where their food comes from and how it impacts the environment. So sustainable food plays a big part of that. We're in my new space and we are located in the heart of Eastern Market. I launched Marrow in the Market. It's a 14,000 square foot building that used to house a chicken processing facility. My partners and I bought this building in late 2021 to build what we call Marrow in the Market, as well as Marrow Detroit Provisions. I think we're in a very unique location, first of all, with Eastern Market being one of the oldest still operating outdoor markets and food hub in America. We process meat, we cut meat that supplies to our own restaurants and our own butcher shops. So right now we have 3 different butcher shops, one in Eastern Market, one in West Village, Detroit, and one in Birmingham, Michigan. The physical ethos of Marrow is demonstrated in this space. We like to show people how the sausage is made. So we're all about sourcing transparently, being able to trace where your meat comes from. So the impetus for kickstarting Marrow in the Market really came from this idea that we should support a local food ecosystem. Marrow in the Market, which encompasses a restaurant, a retail shop, 2 bars, and a meat processing facility, we are one of a kind. People can really experience a way in which they can eat, they can see how the sausage is being made, you can shop for meat downstairs, as well as enjoy some meals with us. So it's a multifaceted experience, and that's our goal. So one of the challenges of the meat industry in itself is definitely sustainability, right? It takes a lot of inputs, resources. It's not great for the environment, the carbon that cows emit, for example, right? Eating good meat can be something that we aspire towards. So what we're trying to tackle really is the challenge of sourcing responsibly, sustainably cultivated animals, working with farmers to also support a good local ecosystem. What does a better meat industry look like? And that's kind of the challenge that we're trying to tackle. For us, it really is being able to know who we're sourcing from, know their standards, and being able to see that their practices are good for the environment, better for the environment, conscious about how the animals are treated, access to water, access to pasture, good feed, no feedlots squeezing in animals into small little spaces. So when we source our vendors from pork to beef to lamb, chickens, we really look at how they rear the animals. The farmers that we work with tend to have animals that take about 25% more time to grow, right? And to get to a ready stage, because they're also treated in a much gentler way. Going back to this location of Eastern Market, the fact that thousands of people come in on a given weekend during peak market season was very attractive to us. So in addition to the fact that it being a food hub that really matches our business model to provide good meat, to show people how their food source matters and to know where their food comes from. As developers, we see the potential in this location, but also see it as a long-term investment in placemaking, in community building. And our hope is that with Marrow in the Market being one of the first restaurants of its kind, we're really hoping to attract others to come join us in Eastern Market and invest. And so the more offerings that we give to guests, the more people will come and people will dine at night. Sustainable food will continue being a growing trend in my opinion, and that from organic to regenerative to just even traceable like ingredients, maybe supporting more local as opposed to buying from something from China, from overseas, right? Because it reduces the carbon footprint. So I think it will continue to be a growing trend and an important trend as people pay attention to health and pay attention to the environment.